Sup everyone, XQW Wilo WA2 ADC here, and today racing at the high speed ring for one of the manufacturer races. But sadly enough, this was a wet weather race and we forgot to buy wet weather tires for this race, so I only have hard tires available. So that's going to be a struggle. So the only thing we can hope for is that the race will be dry, but as you can see, the rain is pouring down, so yeah, that will be a very big challenge ahead of us. So we're starting this race onto the hard tires, but yeah, we're going to continue and let's see what we can do in this race. And away we go. You can already see the wet tire drivers just overtaking us. So already down to last place, but yeah, we still have quite good pace, I would say. Quite surprised that I still managed to drive so quickly onto those dry tires. But we have to take it easy because you can see how tricky it is onto the wet surface. As you can see, car in front spinning around. And afterwards we could see it was on dry tires as well. So that was the reason. So luckily we could already survive turn 1. And we're already surviving turn 2 as well. So yeah, it's going quite well to be on dry tires, I would say. But impossible to race, but yeah, we're just going to try and complete the race and see where we will end up. Maybe the track will dry out, let's see. But already nobody in our sights. So it's going to be a very lonely race, it seems like. So yeah, I was really kicking myself right now because I should have bought the wet tires, but yeah, I forgot to do that. So that was very frustrating because there was no way I could change tires. 2 cars to the pits, so they were on hard tires as well. But they have the option to change their tires, luckily, and we don't. So no hope for me in this as we just spin out onto the straight. That was very unexpected. And round we go. Yeah, we just keep spinning. So just see how difficult it is onto these hard tires. As the cars who are coming out the pits just rejoin the track. And 1.5 second penalty for me, so yeah, we just have to try and get back on the way. Which is also very difficult to do as we spin around once more. And onto the banking, and we just drop down into the wall. And another penalty, so up to 3 seconds. So let's try and get on the way once again, but we're stuck into the banking. So yeah, it's not going very well. At least we're trying. So yeah, I'm very stuck here. I really don't know what to do. But seems like we got away after all. But we're already getting lapped. So just going to try and stay out of the way of the cars who are actually racing. Because we're just trying to drive around and not doing a very good job with that. So we're going to go into the grass to avoid crashing somebody into the wall. Yeah, it would be quite frustrating if you're racing for position and there's somebody like me who is just decides to ruin your race, so that's not what I want to do. And we go into the throttle and we spin once again. So yeah, it's so difficult, man, to just try and drive around. So we skip ahead a bit further onto the lap, so at least we got 1 corner further, but we spin around once more. And already a 6 second penalty. And we just keep spinning everywhere. And here we have to serve our penalty. Like we didn't lose enough time already. But yeah, it's not like we're going to win the race anyway, so better to have penalties now than somewhere in the future. or in future races at least. And yeah, here we a bit further at the end of the lap, we're just having to save our car once again. And you just see how tricky it is onto these straights. If you don't have wet tires, of course. We're just spinning around once more and back into the wall. So to my surprise, seems like the long straights are the most difficult part of this track to actually try and stay on the circuit. So we're really struggling. But we get back into the race after all. Just about. So how long do we have to drive like this? Still 16 laps to go, so only 2 that we have done already, so it's going to be quite a nightmare this race. We spin once more, but we just managed to catch it. And we just keep sliding around. And yeah, here we go once again. Down the track and into the wall once more. Penalty included. So yeah, it's so difficult to just try and stay on track. But at least we're trying, we're doing our best to still get a good race here. As we can see, another car crashing, so we're not the only one. Didn't expect that a crash would be such a comforting sight at this point in the race, but seems like it is, so... And here we go once again, sliding around. And we just didn't manage to catch it, and round we go. No penalty this time, so that's already a good sign. Seems like we're learning how to crash. And here we have to serve our penalties once again. So 3 seconds this time, that's already half of the last time that we had to serve penalties. And sliding around once again, it's way too wet onto these slick tires. It's just full wet weather. Would be quite a struggle with intermediates as well. But we don't have that luxury, so we still have to continue on our hard tires. And yeah, it's so frustrating that we can't go on wet tires. As we are sliding around once more, we can see lapped cars behind us, so that's why we decide to slow down. But yeah, we slow down into the wall. So that's not what I intended to do. But we get back on the way, finally. And onto the banking. And this time we decide to go a bit higher so that we don't spin out. And we didn't spin out this time, but we just understeered into the wall. And yeah, another penalty. As we just tried to get out of the way, we went to the grass. But we're still driving around. So 3 seconds once again this time. So yeah, this race was very long for me to just such a nightmare to drive in these weather conditions on slick tires. I'm just trying to stay out of the way, but still we're spinning into the wall. And just, yeah, nothing we can do. Incredible how easy you just slide around in these conditions, but yeah, also quite logic if you don't have wet tires on your car. So on to lap 7, and we have a bit of a drier track, and that's why we didn't crash this time. But we just went into the wet part, and yeah, once again we go into the wall. But at least the track is drying out, so we don't have as much crashes. But we just can get out of the wall here. Yeah, now we did it, so we can get back in the way now. Another penalty because we went to the wall. In the previous part on the banking. And here we are on the final lap, so yeah, the ending of the race went a lot better because the track was a lot drier. And yeah, here we are in third position. So if you didn't see the rest of the race, you'd think, yeah, still an okay position, but yeah, a lot of crashes. So yeah, glad this race is over because it was quite a nightmare to drive around here. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video more than I did. And here you can see it, I was 7 laps down. Here I am in 13th position. And 3 cars didn't finish. So thank you guys for watching, hopefully see you next time. Bye.